Okay, so my presentation is on prototypes, and this is topic 1.2.8. So first of all, what is a prototype? A prototype can sort of be defined as the process of building a model of a system that is used to help system designers build sort of an information system that is intuitive and also easy to manipulate for end users. It is typically an iterative process that is part of the analysis phase of the system's development lifecycle. Also, these prototypes normally consist of several mockups or designs. So essentially, you trial different features in each of these prototypes before you sort of get feedback on it and combine the best one into the end product. So what should a prototype do? First of all, a prototype should gather more accurate requirements. So it should help to demonstrate functionality to solidify requirements for final design or product. Also, by having different prototypes, you're able to trial different sort of requirements. Say, for example, dimension size. If you're making a physical product that is more reliant on the size, you can try different sizes, different weights, different measurements to ensure that said product works best for end users, and obviously get feedback from clients. A prototype should also help to get a better understanding of the program. So by developing multiple functioning prototypes that are normally physical, you're essentially able to see the problems that the different prototypes may have. That's if you are trialing different factors and variables within these prototypes itself. And then you can use this to develop the design and the efficiency of the overall product. So once more, you put together essentially the best parts of the prototypes to the end product. And finally, what is called fail early and inexpensively. So by prototyping at the start, once again, you try different variables, try different things, and if a certain factor does not work in a product, you're able to eliminate it early on. This can also be seen as an advantage, as it helps save cost in the future. Say, for example, you don't want to be stuck with a product that is that has a flaw or a design issue that could have been eliminated by trying different prototypes. So yeah, this is usually saves time and also makes it helps with costs. So advantages of a prototype. First of all, it reduces development time. So when you have the different prototypes, you can pick out one, or with the help of end users, you pick out one that you're more set and more focused on. And then once you're set on that one, you can just continuously develop that one. So it's saving time rather than trying different ones with different features and whatnot. It also reduces development costs, similar to how I spoke about before. By using different prototypes, you're able to sort of almost debug earlier and ensure that you're picking out the final and the right factors for the final product, which helps save development costs because the parts and all the internal elements of that prototype will all be the same. You're less likely to have issues with the product. So again, on the topic of debugging, by trying different prototypes with different factors, you're able to see what works and what doesn't work, and if any of the prototypes do have problems, you're able to eliminate them quite early. So for the final product, you're not going to have that many major issues, or you won't have issues that you'd previously seen in certain prototypes. You're able to involve users and clients, so you can get feedback from various different sources within those different prototypes as well. So you can get feedback on all the different prototypes and put all the feedback and the data given into the one product to see what users like best and what actually works best for the product itself. A facilities system implementation, and also the last advantage is that it results in higher user satisfaction as the product is ready, the product has shown sort of development and that it's evolved and it's been worked on. So these are two examples of prototypes. There are different types of different examples of prototypes, but these two I've got here is one is a sketch diagram of a flow lamp, I believe. That is what it's called. So usually these are sketches and these are ideas that are onto a paper, and it just sort of helps get the initial design and the functionality. And on the other side, I've got a 3D model of a car. Sometimes people, what they do, they use 3D printers and essentially print these 3D designs that they've designed using different softwares like CAD, and print them just so they can sort of test the different properties without developing it at the fully large scale. This usually does also help save costs quite a bit. So yeah, that's the end of my presentation on prototypes.